Imagine waking up one morning, and your entire city vanishes by nightfall. Streets silent, windows empty, nature taking back what was once hers. This is the story of Pripyat, the city that disappeared overnight. Before the sirens wailed, Pripyat was alive. Built in 1970, it was home to nearly 50,000 resident scientists, families, and children of the nearby Chernobyl power plant workers. There were cinemas, amusement parks, schools, and swimming pools. The city was a Soviet dream, clean, modern, full of hope. At 1:23 a.m., Reactor 4 exploded, sending radioactive clouds across Europe. Within hours, Pripyat became the most dangerous city on Earth. Yet, no one was told. People went to work, children played outside, and weddings continued, unaware that invisible death filled the air. When the evacuation order finally came, it was too late. Buses lined the streets. Families were told to bring only what they needed for 3 days. They never came back. Evacuation was chaotic. Families left behind cherished possessions. Toys, books, photographs, even meals prepared for the day remained on tables. The city was abandoned, frozen as if time itself had stopped. Pripyat became a ghost town overnight, its streets echoing with the silence of lives once lived. Buildings once vibrant, now crumble. Nature gradually reclaims what humans abandoned. Over the decades, the city has slowly merged with the forest. Trees burst through concrete floors. Wolves and deer roam empty streets. Moss blankets abandoned apartments, and rivers of green overtake playgrounds. For explorers, Pripyat is both a treasure and a warning. Cameras malfunction in certain areas. Strange whispers have been reported in empty corridors. Footsteps echo when no one is there. Inside abandoned classrooms, books lie open, frozen mid-sentence. Dolls sit silently on the floors. These relics are reminders that life here stopped abruptly. Every corner of Pripyat holds a story of people, ambition, and the consequences of ignoring invisible dangers. Among the abandoned schools and playgrounds, one cannot forget the human toll. Families forced to leave everything behind. Children who never understood why their homes vanished. Grandparents separated from neighbors and friends they would never see again. Yet, some stories of heroism and resilience emerged. Scientists and workers risked their lives to contain the disaster. Their courage contrasts with the eerie stillness that now dominates Pripyat. Pripyat is more than just an abandoned city. It is a monument, a silent testament to the delicate balance between human ambition and the power of nature. Every building, every crumbling wall, every rusted playground tells a story. Stories of lives interrupted, dreams frozen in time, and a civilization forced to confront its own limits. It reminds us that no matter how advanced our technology, no matter how carefully we plan, nature and circumstance can reclaim what we think is permanent. Pripyat whispers a lesson that progress comes with responsibility, and that forgetting history can have devastating consequences. Even today, decades later, the city teaches us humility. Walking its empty streets, one feels both awe and sorrow for human achievement, sorrow for what was lost. Every object left behind is a silent messenger from the past, urging us to remember, to reflect, and to respect both our environment and the fragility of life. Today, Pripyat has become a destination for explorers, historians, and thrill seekers. Only a few are permitted to enter due to remaining radiation levels, but those who do report an otherworldly experience. The silence is almost tangible. Floors creak underfoot. Shadows stretch in the faint light. Every corner holds a memory. Some visitors leave offerings, a flower on a windowsill, a candle near a playground, honoring the lives that were abruptly displaced. Others come simply to witness history frozen, to imagine the lives that once filled the streets. And in this eerie quiet, Pripyat continues to captivate and unsettle, a ghostly reminder of what happens when we ignore warning signs, both literal and metaphorical. Even animals have returned, reclaiming the streets once dominated by humans. Wolves, birds, and deer now roam freely, turning this abandoned human settlement into an accidental wildlife sanctuary, a paradox of death and life intertwined. Pripyat is more than a warning. It is a story that resonates far beyond its borders. Across the world, it has become a symbol of human ingenuity, vulnerability, and the consequences of neglect. Artists, filmmakers, and writers have drawn inspiration from its haunting landscapes. Documentaries and books capture its eerie beauty and the lessons it teaches. The city stands as a stark reminder that our achievements, no matter how impressive, are temporary in the face of time, nature, and unforeseen disaster. And perhaps that is the true lesson of Pripyat, that memory is what keeps the past alive, and that remembering is a responsibility we cannot ignore. So, when we walk through abandoned cities, explore ruins, or uncover forgotten worlds, we are not just chasing mystery. We are witnessing history frozen, stories untold, and lives interrupted. And in that silence, there is something profoundly human: the urge to remember, to learn, and to honor what came before. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Pripyat. If you want to explore more forgotten worlds, ancient ruins, and lost cities, subscribe to Echoes of the Past and step into history's shadows with us.